And because of that, I think in as much as you play music, there is nothing wrong to diversify into other things. For example, you see me dealing with these environmental aspects, and you see me engaging young people who can learn to turn waste to briquettes that replace charcoal. You can do that and even turn that to singing music.
Yeah.
I'm talking about cassava now. The price of flour is up, so people who are cultivating cassava and turning into cassava flour, we have gari and all those sort of things. Music can be sung around that, and because of that, you will start to. But it doesn't mean that you are losing your niche, which is to bring com culture to the world. But at least you are also now supplementing, and you can also be doing things and showcasing how you are doing it and all that sort of stuff. This is not just for you, but I think it's just a broader advice. But you are on the right track. You are on the right track.
Thank you
You're on
so
the right
much.
track. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about his point. He made a
Yes.
very great
Go
point.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, he made a very great point. That is one of the little things I forgot to mention. Any artist any artist, if you are willing to start, if you want to start music, you need to look for something doing. It's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy because when you start like me, I'm still feeding music. I'm still feeding music. So I've been feeding music like that for the past years. Imagine doing music without any part-time job, doing something that can help you. Yeah, so that is one of the best advice I can give. And thank you, Mr. Bobby Ashley. Thank you so much for that. It's a plus.
Yes, Ayongnaka Bobe Ashley. I think we will take a break now, and we will go back to hear Kata Kata again. And then when we come back there, we'll start to run up, and
Okay.
we will discuss on the next steps with this Kata Kata. How are your plans to popularize it? And do you see maybe an opportunity to start? I know you're already doing it, engaging young people with talent, maybe teaching them how to start to develop their interest, but also especially on how they can control themselves in terms of humility. Because this is, if you ask me what is the biggest thing we can teach our people, is humility. I would say one word: humility. I
That's
have
it.
seen people who have risen up to the ranks and file, and they have collapsed the next day because of attitude, arrogance, disrespect. My
That's
brother, I
true.
mean, there is really nothing after all those things are taken away. You remain you, but humility will always remain what people will remember you for. So I'm really proud of what you're doing. So let's get to Kata Kata again. Yes.
Désormais, appelez-moi le maestro. Laissez le général Belé. Fight the fighter, fight the got the 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 fight the fighter, fight the got the. C'est la fête, mon ami vient en fête. Laissez les problèmes à bouteille, c'est un peu. C'est ma citou. Fight the fighter, fight the doctor, 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 fight the fighter, fight the doctor. I'm gonna trust me around beautiful DJs. Let me introduce some to you, ladies and gentlemen. su ana ebuang. Aprendo sa selo kata ni kayo. Fight the fighter, fight the doctor. 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 We never need to be proud of where you come from. Home is home. Dem vi chasing after David or Bella. Mais vous allez comprendre. Mais c'est le faux.
Wow, 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 wow. This is amazing. And you can hear it yourself. I think we have lost Bobé General Pele, but I think he will be back soon. And once he comes back, then we are going to continue with the conversation. But I think from what he was saying is quite very, very important. And we are seeing comments that are coming in. I can see Maxé Desailly indicating that social media as an open space requires content creators like General Pele to populate it with educational material that shapes characters. And I think that is quite very, very important aspect that it is being shared. I think one of the things that came out very clear from the discussion with General Pele as he tries to connect back, I think he has a network issue, is humility. And I think we underestimate humility and self-discipline. We start by saying, oh, we need to do this, we need to do that. But nobody, or most of the time, of course, people do not focus on this soft aspect, as I call it, which is character. How do we mold the character of our young people, of our brothers and sisters in such a way that at least they can be able to withstand the adversity that they will face? Of course, they will face challenges. That's how the world works. The world is full of challenges. Sometimes you write exams, you will not pass. Sometimes you will apply for jobs, you will not get it. That's okay. But the question should always be, what should you do if you don't get it? What is the alternative pathway you can take? And this needs a lot of humility. The ability to sit back, to listen to guidance, and at the same time ensure that at least you can be guided to achieve something that you might have tried to achieve and you have not been able to do it. But this particular aspect of humility, respect, self-discipline, and loyalty are attributes that are gradually being discarded in our today's world. And so I think that the display of an artist like General Pele, who came up with songs and at the same time have still remained grounded in that space of humility, is something that we need to applaud. And at least I actually see a lot of people who I can see, Bobé Aniva here, saying that I encourage General Pele with 10K, he should call this. I think this is powerful. Thank you for encouraging him. This is wonderful support for him to be able to continuously do what he is doing.